Hey guys.
When I wonder if I can, I will trust in God and in His plan.
I command you to be strong and courageous. I command you to be strong and courageous. Yo, I command you to be strong and courageous. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I said the Lord your God is with you, yo, wherever you go. It doesn't matter if you're turning left or right. He's omnipresent, so He'll never leave your side. When He calls you mighty warrior, you might wonder why. But don't wonder very long, but put your hands in the sky and say, I will follow wherever you lead. By still and quiet waters, I will take what you feed. Cause you're the good shepherd and I trust in you. During COVID-19 and in good times too. You said you are with me, so I won't be afraid. I will trust you, my provider, when I don't get paid. When I'm sick and tired of watching YouTube here on my couch, I will still be kind to others and I won't be a grouch. Cause no matter what I'm going through, He's on my side. When He went back to heaven, yo, He left me a guide. The Holy Spirit guides me every day into truth, whether in my church pew or in my Perkins booth. So let me say it like this one more time. Sometimes I like to preach using a little rhyme. I command you to be strong and courageous. I command you to be strong and courageous. I command you to be strong and courageous. For the Lord your God is with you, yo, wherever you go. I said the Lord your God is with you, yo, wherever you go. I said the Lord your God is with you, wherever you go. Joshua 1:9 word.
On Facebook.
Yep.
You share first.
Yep.
Yep. And then you like things.
Yep.
And then you love things.
Yep.
And then you comment on things.
Yes.
And then you participate.
In the polls.
Oh yeah, the polls.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
and then you go to YouTube.
YouTube.
And what do?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. That's
Subscribe.
right. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to MPower Kids. We know you're there and we're here too, watching together.
Separated by space, but together in spirit. I can't wait to get started.
I heard we're going to Africa today. It's crazy how Pastor Dale gets around so much during this quarantine.
Kind of like that Philip guy we learned about a couple weeks ago. Squirrel!
Actually, that's a bunny. 4 of them. Anyways, the Bible says where 2 or 3 are gathered together in God's name, He is there. And that's what we're doing.
He is here, and we are separate, but together, instead of all together, separate. Bad music humor.
Let's find out what today's lesson is all about.
Don't forget to be a good online audience and by hitting that share button right now.
Have you ever been to the zoo? Did you see how they had different names for groups of animals that hung out together? Bees are called swarms, lions are a pride, cobras are a quiver, a group of tigers is called an ambush, a group of buzzards gathered around a corpse is called a committee. Interesting.
My favorite is the rhino. They can run up to 30 miles an hour.
Do you know what a group of rhinos hanging out is called? A crash!
Today we are going to talk about who you surround yourself with and what that means for your future. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be fooled. Bad friends are in good character.
Today's What You Gotta Know says, the crash I choose will shape my future, a miss that matters, or just a blooper. So anytime somebody asks you what you gotta know, you tell them.
here in what used to be Grandpa and Grandma's classroom, and now it is just a bunch of construction. But I came in here just to give you guys a glimpse of some of the things that are happening around the church. There's construction happening pretty much everywhere, and it's really, really cool. So I'm gonna do my giveaways in here, obviously, because this is where I am, so I'm obviously doing them in here. Okay, anyway, so the winner for last week's service gets these 3 boomerangs and a Roblox gift card, otherwise known as Robux. So I really, really hope that this person plays Roblox, because if you don't play it, then you'll have to give it to somebody, which is cool. But Morgan is saying yes, she plays. Okay, so the winner for last week's giveaway, who wins the boomerangs and the Robux gift card, is Miss Jocelyn Ward. Congratulations, Jocelyn. You know, the way she won was by sharing, by liking, by commenting, okay? You guys can do that too. It's so easy to win things in online MPower Kids Church. Okay, so this week's giveaway is in my back pocket. Are you ready? Are you scared? Don't be scared. This week's giveaway is Airheads. How many of you guys like these things? Sour, sweet goodness. That's what this stuff is right now. So the way that you can win this is by sharing our service, liking, commenting. If we ask you to send pictures, send us pictures. The more you interact, the more chances you get to win. Share the page now.
Figaro, what you got now?
The crash I choose will shape my future. A miss that matters, or just a blooper.
I've been so excited for this. Let's do this. I'm the happiest when I'm outside doing anything with water. I wonder if there's something like that in missions. Wait, I know someone. Chanel Keck is a missionary to Taiwan, an island off of the coast of China. She surfs and makes ministry videos in the Mandarin language. It's pretty shocking to the locals when they hear her speak so well.
I
think it's so cool to have such a unique approach to missions.
You know, I'd wanted to be a missionary since, pretty much as early as I can remember. Through hearing all these missionary stories and finding out a lot of people don't have the same opportunities I have to hear, it just seemed extremely unfair. So the call for missions to me actually started with a decision before it was really, being moved on in my heart. Just, this isn't fair. I have to do something about it.
Chanel's focus is on the youth of Taiwan, encouraging and helping them as they grow in their gifts. That's why she shares the message the way she does.
We have a lot of great, talented young people here, but most of them are very insecure and don't realize some of the gifts that God's placed in their lives. So one of the dreams and burdens God's given me is to help them see what they don't yet see in themselves.
Because of how well she speaks Mandarin, the relationship she has with these people is very deep.
So I have a passion to really share with them the Word of God, to see them saved, so that then when they graduate and go out to be teachers, these are people of influence.
Taiwan is really in the need of more workers. So many people there needs to hear about Christ. Chanel knew she would be a missionary since she was our age. Wow, that really makes you think, doesn't it? What if God is calling one of us to Taiwan? In the meantime, remember to pray.
So I will praise you.
guys, today's story is found in 2 Samuel chapter 26. And it's all about a guy who killed a giant. Do you know who that might be? David? No. I mean, it is about David, but it's more about this other guy. His name is Abishai. Now, I want to tell you all about this guy named Abishai because in this story, David is hanging out and inviting Abishai to become a part of his crash. You remember what a crash is? That's right. So let's talk about it here in 1 Samuel chapter 26, verse 6. It says, David then asked Ahimelech the Hittite and Abishai, Joab's brother, who will go down into the camp with me to Saul? Who will go down into the camp? Now you got to remember, at this time, Saul has been chasing David all over the countryside for a couple of years, trying to kill him and all of his men. But David says, who will sneak down into the camp with me? Now, Ahimelech doesn't say no. Ahimelech doesn't say anything. But Abishai says, I will go with you. Abishai says, yes. Have you ever been invited to do something that was maybe a little bit crazy? And you didn't say no, but you didn't say yes either? Well, guys, this is the first place where Ahimelech's name is ever mentioned in the Bible. And he didn't say no. But because he didn't say yes, this is also the last place his name is ever mentioned in the Bible. See, guys, God is always asking us to do things. And I think that when he asks us to do things, just like Gideon, we may not be sure that this is something that we're big enough to do. Last week we talked all about how when we wonder, sometimes God is able to tell us, you can do this. He's able to show us. He's able to work with those doubts. But guys, at some point, we got to start stepping out and saying yes when God calls us to do things. That's what this story is all about. This is about Abishai saying, yes, I want to go with you, David. I want to be a part of what you're doing. I want to be your friend. I want to be a part of your crash. I want to hang out with a giant slayer. Well, they snuck down into camp, and God put all of those people to sleep. There were 3,000 people around Saul, and they snuck right down, and they took some of his stuff, and then they showed it to him the next day. It was an amazing story, but it was a story that could have ended really bad for Abishai and for David. This was kind of a risky thing. This was a risky move. But Abishai knew that David was inviting him to be a part of his crash. And when he decided to be a part of that crash, he stuck with David for the next 40 years. And his entire future changed. Who you decide to hang out with will completely change your future. You heard what Devin said earlier. He said that bad company, the friends that you keep, they can change and corrupt your character. That's right. That's in the Bible. The people that you choose to hang out with will affect your future. What's up?
Hey girl. What you got now?
The crash I choose will shape my future. A miss that matters, or just a blooper. That's right. So don't forget that this is the kind of thing that we're talking about. Are you going to say yes to God? Are you going to hang out with giant slayers? Are you going to hang out with people who are saying yes to God? All today we've been talking about these crashes. What is a crash? A crash is a group of rhinos, right? A group of rhinos that runs as fast as 30 miles an hour. But the crazy thing about these rhinos is that, guys, they can only see 30 feet. That's right. They can only see 30 feet in front of them. Can you imagine how when they get going 30 miles an hour with all that weight that they're carrying, how hard it would be to stop? But they don't stop. They keep going, even though they can't see what's coming next. Guys, that's how we need to be with Jesus. We need to be training to go 31 feet with Jesus. Not stopping at what we can see, but being ready to go beyond what we're able to see, just like that crash. And when we're going there, we don't want to be going on our own. We want to be going with people around us who've got our backs. Not people who are going to be stabbing us in the back, but people who've got your back. It's so important to be careful the people you choose to hang out with, because those people will change your future. Almost 40 years later, right towards the end of David's life, his reign as king, there's another battle. A battle in which a giant, another Philistine giant, has decided he's going to kill David. So they go into battle. And over the course of time, it says that David gets really tired and the giant comes for him. I mean, David was a giant slayer, but David was starting to get kind of old, right? I mean, he'd been king for almost 40 years and he was still going into battle. Well, all of a sudden, Abishai sweeps in. Abishai comes to David's rescue, and Abishai becomes a giant slayer too. But that's what happens, guys. When you hang out with giant slayers, you become giant slayers. Who you hang out with matters. Make sure that you decide to pick the right crash. Abishai did. Ahimelech didn't say no, but Abishai said yes. When you have an opportunity to hang out with people who are saying yes to God, go for it. Because hanging out with people like that is going to take you to 31 feet.
Okay guys, we are here for today's game and I am so excited. I'm a little scared. As you can see, I have some interesting ingredients. I have cake mix and mustard and Worcestershire sauce and just a bunch of random things. Okay, so let me just tell you that this game is going to be messy. This may take the cake, get it? Take the cake on Miss Sarah's Messy Games. I don't know, and I'm scared because I'm playing this one. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna play rock, paper, scissors. I'm gonna draw two names out of here. These two people will compete against each other. The one who loses has to put their face in something extraordinarily messy, and then the winner gets to stay. So we're gonna go back and forth playing rock, paper, scissors. The one who wins gets to put the other person's face in the nastiness, okay? All right, so are you ready for our first two contestants? Our first two contestants are Gavin. Maybe I didn't even put my name in here, wouldn't that be fantastic? And Mackenzie. So Gavin and Mackenzie, come stand right over here, and let's see, we're gonna start easy. We're gonna start easy with cake mix. Now this is gonna taste yummy. Okay, so you're gonna do rock, paper, scissors. Are you ready? Get your hands out. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh! Gavin got Mackenzie. Gavin, you get to put Mackenzie's face in it. Are you ready? Here we go. Whoa! How's that taste? Does that taste good? I think she got the best part of it because that looks like it tastes pretty good. Actually, that tastes pretty good. I wish I would have won that one because it's only going to get worse from here, believe me. Okay, so Gavin, you get to stay. And Gavin, you are going to go against Morgan. Okay, Morgan and Gavin. So let's add some Hershey's syrup to our little mix here. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it nice. I have a feeling my towel is never gonna be the same again. Okay, are you ready? This one actually looks like it's pretty good too. I wish I would have gotten chosen for this one. Okay, Gavin, come over here. And you're gonna do rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Oh! Don't scream. You have to do it. Okay, Morgan. No, Morgan has to. You're the one who, you have to do it. Are you ready? And go! Now, let me see your face. Let me see your face. That looks delicious. Can I lick your face? That actually looks really delicious. So the bad news is that Morgan won, which means I'm the only person left in here. So it looks like it's me and Morgan. You know what? Let's put some more cake mix. I think we'll do yummy cake mix, and then we're gonna call it good, okay? Are you? I'm not. Oh my word! I have to win this. Oh, it smells so bad. It smells so bad. Ready? Okay. Oh my goodness, why did I sign up for kids ministry? This is awful. Now remember, you can just put my head in, you can't shove it. Does somebody have a towel already? Okay.
You look like a monster! Okay, I'm gonna walk this thing.
Oh my word, I quit. Oh, that's awful, guys. Oh. I hope you guys at home are thinking this is hilarious, because it's awful. But here's the news. Morgan has not lost yet, so Morgan has to go against somebody else here. And the only other person here is Pastor Dale. Yes. The only other person in this room is Pastor Dale. So don't you guys think it's fair that they go together? I think it's fair. But I'm going to be the one who gets this one. Because you know what? That was absolutely disgusting. I really almost threw up. Okay, so this has cake mix and chocolate syrup and mustard. And now it has diced green chilies. I think we'll leave the Worcestershire sauce out. Okay, we'll leave it out. I'm gonna be nice and leave it out. Okay, I have mustard on the microphone. Okay, so Pastor Dale, come on over here. I can only imagine how attractive I look right now. Oh, I know, it's so bad. Like if you were here, you would know it reeks in here so bad. And as soon as this is over, I'm leaving and you can clean it up. Because this was your idea.
You're going down.
Okay, are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoots. Rock, paper, scissors, shoots. Rock, paper, scissors, shoots. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful. So wonderful. Oh, yes. Okay, Gavin, that's enough. Stop, Gavin, stop. Okay, are you ready, Pastor Dale? Watch out for that. That's sharp. You guys, do you think that we should make Morgan do it, though?
No. I'm a winner.
Okay, I guess Morgan wins. She doesn't have to do it. Okay, are you ready? It's going to be fun driving home like this. People are going to be like, look at that freak. Okay, are you ready, Morgan? Get over there and shove it. You got to shove it.
Okay, I do need to breathe after this. So...
Yeah, she knows. Oh, that's so disgusting. It smells awful. It smells awful. 1, 2. Up. Wow. 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 Oh, look, we don't have any more towels. That's absolutely disgusting. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of MPower Kids Church Messy Games. I know that this takes the cake. This is probably the messiest, grossest game we've ever done. So I really hope you enjoy it. Did you like that? Does it taste nasty?
I think my eyes are on fire.
You think they're on fire? Well, I don't think it's fair that Morgan didn't get anything, so I think... Okay, She won fair and square. So don't try this at home. See you guys next time.
Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. What you got in there?
The crash I choose will shape my future. A miss that matters, or just a blooper. We've got to learn to say yes to God, not just when we can see where he's sending us, but when we can't see it. We've got to train for 31 feet. We've got to say yes when it's uncomfortable. I want you to say yes to God all the time. I want you to say yes when he says to go talk to that person over there. I want you to say yes when he says, hey, there's a ministry opportunity coming up. You could be a part of what team? You could be a part of Jam Squad. You could be a part of the kids ministry team. You could be a part of the sound booth team. I want you to say yes to God when he says, hey, it's time to go on a missions trip. Say yes to God when he talks about tithing and giving, when he's telling you to give to BGMC, when he's giving to you. It doesn't matter what God's telling you. If he's telling you to do something, I want you to say yes to him. Even while I was preparing this message, guys, I got an opportunity to say yes to God. I was already behind schedule. I was already a day behind filming. I had some people coming to film at 6 o'clock, and I got a call from the hospital saying, we need a chaplain. Well, it's not even my week, but I'm preaching a message about saying yes to God and the opportunities he puts into your path, right? So how can I say no? So I said, I'll be there. And because I said yes to God, I got to talk to a family that lost a loved one. I got to pray with them. I got to talk to them about the questions that they had about God. I wouldn't have had that opportunity if I hadn't said yes. I hung out with some awesome people in India. They were people who loved Jesus and who loved people. They weren't afraid to stop and pray for people who needed help. They wanted to talk to God, talk about God. They wanted to bless people and love on people. And when you're around that, it makes you want to step out and say yes to God too. So I'd been hanging out with these guys for about a week, and it was time for me to leave. I was in a city in India all by myself, and I was shopping, and I felt like God wanted me to ask this guy if he had pain in his shoulder. Now, normally that's not something I'd be super comfortable with. But you know, I'd been around guys who were saying yes to God all week long, and I wanted to say yes to God too. So I asked him, you got any pain in your shoulder? He said, yeah, I got a lot of pain in my shoulder. His wife was like, yeah, he does. So I just said, well, can I pray for you real quick? So I prayed for him. And then I asked his wife, are you doing all right? She said, yeah, I'm good. So I bought something and I walked away. I was like, okay, God, I said yes, that wasn't so hard. Well, I walked about 2 blocks farther. And this lady, this wife, comes running after me. And I guess her husband convinced her that he really was feeling better because she drugged me all the way back and said, you got to pray for my mom. So while I was sitting there praying for her mom, people were starting to kind of gather around. Now, if you've been to kids' church, you might have heard this story. In a matter of minutes, I was surrounded by about 25 people from India who didn't even speak English, and they all were pointing to different parts of their body and wanting me to pray for them. Finally, I just stopped praying and just started laying hands on them, and I started preaching and telling them about Jesus and how he came to restore the relationship between God and people. I had this guy who'd been trying to sell me a little wooden snake for about 30 minutes, and he spoke pretty good English, so he just started translating for me. So I just started preaching while I was laying hands on people right there in the streets in India. Well, guys, I got to do that for almost 2 hours straight until I had to leave to catch my plane. But that never would have happened if I hadn't said yes to the small thing, just asking that guy if he had pain in his shoulder and asking if I could pray for it. So guys, I want to encourage you to say yes to God, because you don't know what's past that 30-foot mark. You don't know where God might take that little yes and turn it into an amazing moment. Be like Abishai. Say yes to God and say yes as often as you can, because when you need God to show up, when you step out and do things that only God can do, that's when God shows up big. Find a crash. Find a group of people who are chasing after God and saying yes to Him, because that's a group of people you want, driving you on to say yes to God too.
Lord, I'm amazed by you, how you love me. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you, how you love me. You dance over me, while I am unaware. When you sing all around, but I never hear the sound. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you, how you love me. Oh, Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you, how you love me. How wide, how deep, oh, how deep, how great is your love for me. Come on, sing it out. How wide, oh, how wide, how deep, oh, how deep, how great, oh, how great is your love for me. Oh, Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you, how you love me. Whoa, Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you, how you love me. Yes, you love me. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you, how you love me.
Hey guys, my name is Jordan and I'm so excited to be here today. Saying yes to God is one of the very best things you can ever do in life. And trust me, I know, because I had to say yes to God in some pretty scary times. When I was a kid, I lived in Great Bend just like you guys, and Pastor Dale and Pastor Sarah were also my kids' pastors when I was a kid. Isn't that crazy? And now I'm 22, but I live 17 hours away in Athens, Georgia. And I live here because 5 years ago, I decided that I was going to say yes to God no matter what. And because I decided to say yes, even though I didn't know what was in front of me, I have so many awesome things in my life because of it. I have a husband and a puppy. Me and my husband get to be youth pastors, and there's so many awesome blessings. I've even found my crash here, and you know, my own herd of rhinos. Isn't that great? And all because I decided to say yes to God. Saying yes to God and trusting His plan isn't always going to be easy, but I can promise you that He's always going to have your back during this time, and it is always worth it to say yes. And that's what I want for you guys, is to be able to say yes no matter what. So, let's close in prayer. Everyone bow your head and close your eyes. Dear Lord, I thank you for each and every one of these kids and those who are watching this video. Thank you for all the blessings you have given us. God, I pray that we will be able to have the courage and the faith to say yes to you and to step out and to walk into your plan. God, I pray that you soften our hearts to be willing to trust you more. God, I pray that you open our ears to hear what you have to say to us. Lord, help us have the wisdom to choose the right friends and to allow the right people to speak into our lives. God, thank you for always taking care of us, God. Thank you for always having our back as we walk in your plan. God, bless us this week. God, let us hear your voice stronger and better this week so that we can say yes to you in the big things and in the little things. God, keep us safe and keep us healthy. And in your name we pray. Amen. Well, my name is Jordan. Thanks for watching MPower Kids.
He is here. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Keep my lamp burning. You have turned my darkness to...
And we are all here together, but never mind. We're all here. What? Cut that.
Are you ready? Okay, guys, we are going to la 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 la.
We know you were there, and
Start over.
I heard we're going to Africa today.
Hey guys, my name is Jordan, and I'm so excited to be able to be here with you guys today. So, Hey guys, my name is Jordan, and I'm, 3, 2, 1, go. I think I just need to cover myself up. Hey guys, my name is Jordan, and I'm so excited to be able to be here with you guys today. So, excited to be here today. So, stop saying so, that's lame. Hey guys, my name is Jordan, and I'm so excited to be here today. Saying yes to God is one of the very best things you can ever do in life. And trust me, I know. And